Hello everyone, we are from Group 2. In this video, we will explain about adjudication in a debate. But before that, let me introduce our group member first. First is, what is adjudication? Adjudication is the process of judging in a debate where an adjudicator or judge evaluates the arguments presented by the debating teams to determine which team is the most convincing overall. Now, let's discuss the role of the adjudicator itself. First, the adjudicator must listen to all arguments and note down the key point from all teams. Second, the adjudicator must judge based on persuasiveness, not just who talks the most or is the most expressive. And the adjudicator also needs to understand the role of each speaker. But remember, if a speaker doesn't play their role perfectly, it doesn't mean that their team automatically lose. The most important thing is how the argument is delivered and defended. In addition, the adjudicator must also know the technical rules of the debate, such as the time limit for speaking. And finally, the adjudicator must maintain objectivity. This means that the assessment must be based on the content of the debate, not on our personal opinions. After the debate is over, the adjudicator will also provide an oral adjudication or oral explanation of who won and why. So, adjudication is not just about determining the winner, but also about helping all participants become better at debating. That's all from me. The next material will be explained by my friend. Thank you.
Now, I'll continue by explaining the types of adjudicators and their main duties in a debate. So there are three types of adjudicators. The first one is the chair adjudicator. The chair adjudicator leads the panel, manages the discussion after the debate, and usually delivers the oral feedback. And the next one is the panel adjudicator. The panel adjudicator is another experienced adjudicator who helps with scoring and discussion but does not lead the panel. And the next one is the trainee adjudicator. The trainee adjudicator is less experienced adjudicator who is primarily there to learn and observe the debate. Now moving on to the main duties. An adjudicator must listen carefully and take clear notes to track all arguments and rebuttals. Next, they also need to analyze the key classes, points where teams disagree, and assess how well each side responds. Next, they have to score fairly based on three aspects: matter, which is the content and logic; manner, which refers to delivery and engagement; and method, which includes structure and time management. Throughout the debate, adjudicators must stay objective and fair, judging only what's said in the debate. After the discussion, they must decide which team was more persuasive and announce the winner. Lastly, they give constructive feedback to help teams and individual speakers improve in the future debates.
Okay, now I will talk about adjudication principles. The first principle is objectivity. It means that adjudicators judge debates neutrally. 2 is consistency. It means applying the same standard to all teams and arguments. Third is transparency. It requires adjudicators to clearly and logically explain their reasoning in deciding a winner of the debate. And then focus on content, not style. Judging should focus on the substance and the strength of argument, not merely on the delivery style. Now, let's move to the assessment process. First process is adjudicators must take note on what is actually said, not improve the speaker's argument. 2, strong argument must be logical, relevant to the motion, and backed by clear reasoning. Third is judge must assess which team best fulfilled its burden of proof based on the topic and framing of the debate. And the last is rebuttals must be assessed based on their strength and identify the contradiction and evaluate the effectiveness or argumentative clashes. Thank you.
Giving oral adjudication. After the debate, the adjudicator is responsible for giving oral adjudication, which means explaining the result of the debate. There are structure of a good oral adjudication, such as announce the result, which means clearly state which teams wins and why. Explain the decision, mention the key points of the debate. Give constructive feedback, highlight the strengths of each team, and use polite and encouraging language, which means always be respectful even when giving criticism. The next topic is about ethics and attitude of an adjudicator. An adjudicator must always behave professionally and ethically during a debate, such as neutrally, which means never take sides or show favoritism; objectivity, focus only on what happened during the debate; respect, treat all debaters equally and respectfully; professionalism, dress appropriately and stay focused; confidentially, keep the scoring process and internal discussion with other adjudicators private. And the last one is consistency, apply the same standards of judgment to all teams and debates.
In conclusion, adjudication is a vital part of the debate process that requires strong analytical, listening, and decision-making skills. A good adjudicator must be objective, fair, and consistent, focusing on the strength of arguments and the overall performance of the teams. By providing clear decisions and constructive feedback, adjudicators help maintain the integrity of debates while supporting the growth of debaters. That is all from us. Thank you for watching.